Hi everyone, I'm Gemma, and as you all probably know by now, I'm the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'm here on another Friday sharing some new additions to my online collection with you. I'm going to jump straight into them today because I have 10 pieces to share. As we're building up to the festive season, I want to make sure that you have plenty of jewels to choose from for gifting to others or to yourself. The pieces range in date today from the Art Deco era right through to the 1990s, and we've got lots of blues and silvers to share with you, a touch of gold as well, so a nice sort of cool mix of colours, lots of sparkle for the festive period too. So let's begin, as always, with what I'm wearing. I'm going to work from the top down and start with these fabulous earrings. These earrings were made by Christian Lacroix. They're made by the designer's fashion house in Paris, and they're made from gold-plated metal. And then we've got this teardrop-shaped deep blue glass cabochon at the centre, which sort of has a dimpled effect to the surface, giving it real texture. These earrings have this sort of hammered ancient effect to them, but in fact they were made in the 1990s. They're a really great shape too. It's like a teardrop or pear shape, which you'll see echoed in a few other pieces in this week's selection too. I'll take them off so you can have a closer look at them. They're in fabulous condition as well, and yes, as I mentioned, they date from the 1990s, so they would have, I'm sure, been in the wardrobe of Adina Monsoon from Absolutely Fabulous. As we all know, she loved Lacroix Sweetie. These earrings are signed on the reverse with the Christian Lacroix signature, made in France, and the Christian Lacroix written above the CL2. So you can see the blue is lovely and rich as well too. They really are a lovely pair of earrings. Next, let's move on to the necklace that I'm wearing. This necklace dates from the 1930s to 1950s, I would say. It was most likely created in Italy, in Venice. This is because it features really lustrous and richly coloured foiled glass beads, which the Murano area of Venice was famed for producing. So most likely these beads originate from there. The beads are foiled in bronze and orange tones, and also very, very deep blue hues too. They're all suspended from this lovely chain, as opposed to being threaded, the beads being threaded onto silk thread or chain. They're actually suspended from the chain, which gives the necklace quite a delicate feel too. It fastens with a bolt ring, so I'll just unclip it for you so you can get a closer look at this piece. You can see that they are graduated in size as well too, so we've got the smaller ones to the top and then this large chunky bead at the bottom as well here. You can see how beautiful these colours are in the light. They're real sort of autumnal winter tones to them, with these rich oranges and browns as well, and the chain is gold plated too. Next, let's move on now to this lovely bracelet. It's very delicate, very, very pretty, perfect for stacking or wearing on its own. This piece was made in Czechoslovakia, most likely in the 1930s, and it's detailed with bezel set round colourless paste stones and bezel set blue glass stones, almost like a baby blue glass. You might remember that we had a multicoloured necklace in this style a couple of weeks ago. This is the colours are a little more subtle, with just blues and colourless paste. It fastens with a box clasp, meaning that the fastening is invisible, which is nice too. I'll just unpop it so you can get a closer look at it. It's in lovely condition too, and a really, really sweet piece. And it's all of the stones are mounted within this chrome plated metal, which is stamped with a floral design on the underside too. A nice quality touch. Next, let's move on to the first brooch of the day. This brooch I sourced in Paris. It's very, very typical of Art Deco jewellery, Parisian Art Deco jewellery. This piece is made from celluloid, and it was created by the famed celluloid jewellery producer and her accessory producer, Auguste Bonaz. It's not only is it constructed from celluloid, it's detailed with gilding too, in the silver and gold colour, and you can see that it depicts a swan or a goose perhaps. I think it's probably more a swan. It's got this very elegant long neck, and the detail on the feathers, on the chest and the wings is lovely as well. On the reverse here you can see the typical French trombone clasp, and it's a nice and strong as well. It's a really great example of Art Deco celluloid jewellery, and a lovely sweet circular shape too. Next, let's move on to a couple of named pieces, a couple of more signed pieces. These earrings were created in Italy, some more Italian jewellery by the Coppola e Topo company in around the 1950s, probably late 1950s. You can see that we've got this sort of swoosh or knot-like design here, and the Coppola e Topo company, for those of you who don't know, were famed for their glass or resin beaded jewellery, and pieces were threaded onto wire and hand wired in clusters onto earrings and necklaces to create this real texture and shimmer, as you can see. On the reverse, they have the typical star stamp in the back of the clips, which we see on Coppola e Topo jewellery, and they are stamped on the reverse Coppola e Topo, made in Italy, on both earrings. So I'll just clip them in so you can see we get this climbing effect with them, which is really, really elegant and sweeping, and really, really lovely. As you can see, very typical of sort of late 1950s, 1960s jewellery, a real mid-century look. Next, let's move on to another brooch. As I mentioned, we had a couple of signed pieces. This is a really rare and interesting example of the jewellery of Joseph of Hollywood. Normally we'd associate Joseph of Hollywood with his Russian gold plate. That's a matte gold plated buttery metal. This is an example of his silver tone jewellery, and it dates from the 1940s, and it features this fabulous horses motif, perhaps two horses at the front of a carriage, the lurching forward, the expression on the face is fabulous, and then you can see we've got this whip-like design here, which ends with a little dog's head at the end of the handle of the whip, which is really, really interesting to look at. On the reverse here you can see we've got a nice secure fastening pin, and then we have one of the earlier Joseph of Hollywood marks, so it's just stamped in capitals Joseph of Hollywood, and we don't see the sweeping signature that we would normally see on the reverse and associate with Joseph jewellery. So this is quite an early and interesting example of the work of this legendary company who produced so many famed pieces of jewellery that we see in the films from the golden age of Hollywood. Next, let's move on to another necklace. This necklace is a fabulous and beautiful example of an Edwardian negligee necklace, which means it has two drops or tassels suspended from it. It's detailed with blue glass and colourless paste stones. We've got an oval cut here and two teardrop cuts here, both open back mounted, so the light shines beautifully through them, and they're all mounted and set within, and the chain is also silver too, and it's a really delicate, pretty chain. So this piece dates from circa 1900. I'll just fasten it, and you can see how beautiful it looks worn within a V neckline. It's a really classic piece, as you can see. Just timeless, will never go out of fashion, would make a fabulous gift for someone special, or indeed for yourself. It's something you could wear time and time again. Next, let's move on to another pair of earrings. I'll take off these Cupola e Toppos and share with you these fabulous pear cut drops. Three big rhinestone pear cut colourless rhinestones, and set within rhodium plated metal, and they are clip on. They have a real look of pieces by perhaps the Kramer Company, the Weiss Company, or the Eisenberg Company in America, who produced rhinestone jewel, real statement rhinestone pieces. These are 1950s. However, they are unsigned, but they're fabulous quality, and as you can see, really perfect for parties and winter dressing, or indeed for a special occasion, maybe something bridal perhaps too. They really are a great design, and again, they will never go out of fashion. Moving on now to the last brooch of the day, which is this lovely sweet Art Deco silver brooch, most likely German in origin. It's got this lovely floral detailing here, then very tiny a linear design of colourless pastes along the top here, and then this blue glass and green glass stone here, open back mounted to let the light shine through. This is an early Art Deco era piece, probably circa 1910 to 1920, and yes, it's most likely German. It's again really sweet and versatile, perfect for gifting. Finally, we've got an accessory to share with you today. This is a wonderful and rare Art Deco era, around 1920, late 1920, early 1930s, evening bag, and you can just imagine Ginger Rogers with this piece. It's got a little pocket inside here, constructed from cotton, and a little cotton handle, and then the rest is ostrich feather in this beautiful circular design. It's in fabulous condition. These pieces are really difficult to come across in such great condition, and is a really great example of Art Deco era evening dressing. It's really possible to imagine Ginger with this bag. Okay, let's recap today's pieces. We have this Art Deco ostrich feather evening bag, these 1950s teardrop rhinestone earrings, pear drop rhinestone earrings, this Edwardian silver and paste negligee necklace, these Cupola e Topo late 1950s, early 1960s earrings, this Art Deco era German silver and glass brooch, this Italian foiled glass 1930s to 1950s necklace, this 1940s Joseph of Hollywood horse brooch, these 1990s Christian Lacroix earrings, this Czechoslovakian 1930s blue glass bracelet, and this Art Deco era French Auguste Bonaz celluloid swan brooch. All these pieces will be being added to the website in the coming weeks. However, if you'd like to find out more about any of them, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I can provide you with further images and details, and you're also welcome to purchase if you would like to do so too. Thanks so much for joining me again. I hope you like all the pieces, and I'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.